And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Hi, Adam. Nice to see you this morning. I'm trying to find, let's see here. I'm trying to pull up the stream on YouTube, and I don't know why I can't find it. That's weird. Interesting. Okay, so you found it. You obviously found it. Why can I not find it on my own channel? And I also see that there's no notifications going out either. So, okay, this is strange. I don't like reading the, oh, look, there it is. Okay, now it popped up. I don't like reading the chat on StreamYard. That's why I always like pulling it up on YouTube. The chat on, okay, sorry about that. I want to pull up the chat over here. So let's pop that out. That just works better for me. I don't know why. I like it better. StreamYard chat just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. Okay, cool. So we're all set now, and let me just get off of YouTube because I don't need that now. Yeah, so that's strange. I still don't see notifications going out, so that's okay. That's okay, not a problem. So I am here. Yay! I'm a little bit late this morning, but I'm here. So how's everybody doing this morning? Good, I hope. I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, D90, how are you? Good, 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 good. Well, I got my wine glass this morning. Well, it's not wine. It's actually a beer glass, but there's no, it's not beer. It's like this huge dose of vitamin C. Which I'm taking right now because I feel like I'm getting a sinus infection or something, which is typical right before spring comes. I seem to always get some type of sinus issues worse than the rest of the year. So I'm anticipating it, and I'm just loading up on vitamin C, and then later on today I'll probably pick up some stuff to make garlic soup and see if I can knock this out before it starts. Start taking supplements again. I never take supplements except for vitamin C. I guess my supplements would be like using the essential oils and stuff, but I don't actually take like a vitamin. You've had terrible sinus issues. Yeah, the last couple of days have been really the worst, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I am, you know, getting a sinus infection or something, because man, I've been waking up with a crazy headache and sneezing and just the whole, you know, throat sore and just yuck. So yeah, it's a vitamin C for me all day, and some garlic soup for later. If you guys haven't tried garlic soup, whether you like garlic or not, it's really good. It's a antibacterial, antifungal. It'll help knock out any infections or colds or sore throat, things like that. The garlic is amazing for your body. But I do have the video on my channel of how I make it. Just, you know, be forewarned, it is a lot of garlic in that soup. And you need to eat all of it. but it's good for you and it would definitely benefit you in the end. I absolutely love it. But you know, like my husband hates it, but he'll take it anyways if he feels like he's getting sick because the garlic just kills everything. You have to avoid garlic. Oh, maybe because it's kind of spicy. I would think the garlic would help with that, but I don't know, I guess. You're popping ibuprofen. Well, if you're having sinus issues though, and with the headache, the ibuprofen doesn't really help that much. Instead, try some type of allergy medication to help with the headache, or try other things as well, like different essential oils that might help with the headache too, like a lavender. Or for sinus would be like eucalyptus, peppermint, menthol, any of those really strong smelling ones will help with sinuses. Hey Alexis, how are you? Like, I just went to CVS. Hold on, I'll show you really quick. They're up here. I went to CVS and I was just popping in there, not for this particular reason, but I saw the manager there and he told me that they were marking all of the essential oils down. Well, not all of them, just this particular brand, marking them all down 75% off. So they hadn't marked them down yet. He was just telling me, and he said that if I wanted them, I could get them, you know, firsthand here. I could get them, and then he would just mark it down manually on the register. So I got these oils. Now, this isn't a brand that I've ever used before, but I'm going to try them and see how they work. But they were all 75% off. So they're like $1.99 after the discount, because these are usually $7.99 or 2 for $7. So, hey, Sunny, how are you? Hey, Sunny, I was just telling everybody that CVS, I don't know if it's a regional thing or maybe it was just my store, I'm not sure, but CVS is marking down their essential oils 75% off this particular brand. So the box looks like this. You can see it. And it has like the picture of the oil on the back. They have not marked them down yet, but the manager told me that they're marking all of them down, and he already gave me the discount. But you guys might want to check that out. So these particular oils are not ingestible. They are only topical and for aromatherapy. But I thought, you know, I would give them a try. It's not a brand that I usually use, but for $1.99, I'm definitely going to try them. So I got, let's see, this one is the lavender. Oh, and what I love about these two is it comes with the dropper. So usually the essential oils that I get do not come with the dropper, and I have to get the dropper separately. So I like that. This is really cool. So what is this one? Lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint. I got another eucalyptus because my allergies are nuts right now. This one is mandarin. So here's your vitamin C. Lemongrass, some more vitamin C. Yes, so I got a lot, and that's, I just showed you one of each of the kinds, but I got a lot more than that. But yeah, if you wanted to try like a blend for your allergies, you would want to try maybe eucalyptus, peppermint, and the lavender. You could also add like a menthol, spearmint, wintergreen, different ones like that. The pepperminty smells, melaleuca, tea tree. those all help as well. Alexis says, oh, your nails are lovely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I decided hot pink this time. Hot pink with like kind of 80s looking. I got like black and white paint splatter. You've been wanting to try out CVS? You've never been to CVS? Oh, you found a house, Alexis? That's awesome. I'm happy for you. That's really great. It's so stressful when you're looking for a house. I know we were looking for this house for months and months and months, and we almost just gave up. We almost gave up because we had put an offer on so many different properties before we finally bought this one, and it just seemed like we were never going to get a house. Hey, Destiny, how are you? You're fighting with your local CVS? Oh, is that because of a prescription or something? I think I remember you telling me something about that. Yeah, check it out. I don't know if it's just a regional thing or if it's only the CVS by my house. I'm not sure, but, you know, it's worth going in there and looking. Your wife loves the oils. Yeah, then definitely check it out. Mr. Jake is doing well. I think he's chatting with his friend right now. Hello, bless this crazy mess. How are you? You were looking for a dispenser for the oils. So the one I use, I think I've showed it before in one of my videos. It's funny, actually, it looks like a big coffee mug. But if you lift the mug part off, and it's an actual mug, so if you lift the mug part off, then the little diffuser is underneath, and it lights up and changes colors, but it is a water diffuser. So I have to put water in there, and then a few drops of the oil, and then you put the mug back on top, and it looks like your mug is steaming. It's kind of cute, but I need to get a much larger one for the rest of the house, but the little one I use like in my office or in my son's room. Where did I get that one? I think I actually got that one on Poshmark. But you know, nowadays you can pretty much get them anywhere. I think you could get one for under $10, a water one, for under $10, like on Amazon or something. You've been to CVS a couple of years ago. We usually go to Walgreens. Oh, I'm the opposite. So I only go to Walgreens when I'm like extreme couponing. Then I go to Walgreens, but I don't really care for Walgreens and like filling prescriptions or anything like that. It has to be CVS. I won't use Walgreens. Getting a house is such a process. I know it is such a headache. It is really such a headache. But it is totally worth it, yeah. Destiny's doing well. That's awesome. Just don't play the slots. I don't play the slots. I never have, even when I didn't live in Vegas and we came to Vegas, I never really was a gambler. My grandpa loved to play like the penny machines. So, you know, I would go and play with him for a little while, but it really wasn't my thing. It was just more like to hang out with him or whatever. So I would do it, but I don't like to gamble. I like to play Keno. Like if we're sitting at the buffet or having dinner or something, then I will play Keno, just, you know, something to do. It's there. And I enjoy that, but I don't really like to gamble at all. Oh, hold on one second, guys. My dad's texting me, which is interesting. Oh, he's just telling me it's snowing in Tennessee. Oh, wow, it's so pretty. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. So I always, doesn't matter what I'm doing. And I get a phone call also. Oh, that is a, let me turn that off actually. So that telephone number.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. Stop. There we go. Sorry for that. That is actually a scammer call. I recognize the telephone number. But yeah, they keep calling saying that either my warranty is expiring or there's some sort of warrant for my arrest on a social security number, or you know, you haven't paid your student loans. Like, so many different scams that are out there nowadays. It's really horrible. It's really horrible. And I recognize that telephone number, and I should block it actually, but I'll do that later. Oh, they wouldn't receive your medicine without making money on it. I don't know that they, well, I don't really know the answer to that, Adam. Your wife goes for makeup or prescriptions. I go straight to the clearance and then the toys. Yes, and that is what I go there for too. So I love to coupon. I used to be an extreme couponer, but that is like a full-time job in itself. So I really cut back on it, and I just really, I'll hit it hard when my stockpile is low, and then I'll stop doing it. But before, I used to do it to the point of where, you know, several families could live at my house on my stockpile and we would never run out of stuff. But that's a bit much, and I don't really have the room for that in this house, and it's extremely time consuming. But that's what I would go to Walgreens for, is clearance, toys, and then whatever I was couponing for. Yes, and I love the clearance toys after a holiday, especially after Christmas or after Easter. There's all kinds of fun stuff you can get. Same thing at Target. You can only stay for a few minutes. Oh, it's your mom's birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Mom. Oh, it's your birthday. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I read that wrong. Happy birthday, Destiny. Happy birthday. Everybody tell a happy birthday to Destiny, please. I love her. She is a very good friend of mine, and hopefully she will get to come out here to Las Vegas and we'll get to be best buddies in person. That would be so awesome. I think our kids would get along really well too. So that'd be pretty cool. Thank you, Sunny. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, I'm desperately trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I haven't hit that number yet, and I'm trying. I've really been working on my channel and adding more videos and just revamping the whole entire thing, kind of starting fresh, changing everything about my SEO, and just really trying. Because I'd like to grow this channel, so we'll see what happens. I have to give it a little bit of time. But yeah, so my kiddo is not on with me today, so I didn't really have anything specific that I wanted to talk about other than to like share oils with you guys. I don't know, do you guys have any questions about using the oils, or other oils that I use? Let's see. Sunny says, keep enjoying what you do and keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with too much. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people have told me that I really need to kind of like hone my channel down into one specific niche, and that would get more followers and more viewers, because my channel is all over the place, and I refuse to do that actually, because um, that's who I am. That is my life. And, um, you know, I love all of those things. And it gives me a lot more topics and things that I can do videos on. So I just, I'm going to keep it true to myself and keep my channel the way that it is. Um, and I'm not overwhelming myself. But I am learning about the back end of YouTube and how the search engine works, and how to really optimize keywords and hashtags and things like that on my channel. But I'm also learning that not just for YouTube, but for across the board. So how to advertise, and how to add SEO to my website and to all my other platforms as well. So it's not just about YouTube, but it's about, all the way across the board. Hi, Thelma. Welcome. Oh, Sunny says, a niche helps, but at the same time, us who come in might direct a video or live chat towards something else. Yeah, that's true. And that's kind of what I like about the group that we have currently, because I notice a lot of the same people from chat to chat to chat as I move around through YouTube, is that we all have reselling in common, but then we kind of have different little things too that we each like. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. So, like for example, kind of the first one that comes to mind is like, well, for myself, I have reselling, but then I have all these other little mom things that I like to do. So sewing and crafting, and my website and different things like that. And then, like Destiny's channel, for example, she has the reselling aspect in her family, but she also talks about mental health on her channel. And then maybe NASCAR man Derek, I don't see him in the chat, but he does reselling, but then he does a lot of stuff with the NASCAR and the car races and things like that. So we all have that reselling in common, but then we have our little hobbies on the side that we like to share with each other, which I think is really cool. Question for you today. Are you asking Adam, or are you asking me? I wasn't sure because you said hi, Adam, beforehand. So, but you guys can ask me anything if you want to. You're pondering IEP goals for a child on the spectrum. I want a real life experience perspective from you, please. Sure. Yeah, I would love to help you with that. I would love to help you with that. Did you want to come on with me and we can talk about it, or did you want to just put it in chat? I'm fine with either one. So if you guys don't know Thelma, please subscribe to her. She's amazing. I've been on her channel before. She is a special needs teacher, right? Am I getting that right? I don't want to get it wrong. A special needs teacher, as well as a reseller. She does a lot of jewelry, some really fun like thrift with me type videos on her channel, where she like live streams from wherever she's shopping at the time, and I like that. I think that's fun. To see what other people have in their thrift stores is kind of cool, but then you get jealous, like, oh my gosh, I wish I was there because I want that, or I want that, you know, and you can't buy it. But it's still fun to see where everybody else shops. You're gonna pick up everyone in here. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love the support that we have, like in our little in our group. So let's see here. It's important to support each other, especially since we all have reselling in common. Oops, my chat just popped. There we go. I keep losing the chat. You can't come on today. Okay, no, that's no problem. But you know, I'd still love to help you. Okay, so it's a 12-year-old child. Kiss the teacher on the cheek. Teacher is very caring, and we have changed schedules. Written him little innocent love notes. Hey, couple of pickers, how are you? Uh-oh, Rob was coughing and sneezing all night long. Didn't get much sleep. That's horrible. Put some Vicks on the bottom of his feet. That will help with the coughing and the sneezing. Or if you don't have Vicks, get some Vaseline and throw some essential oils in there and put that on the bottom of his feet. How do you address social boundaries? That is difficult. It's difficult. So that is something that we worked on in a in like a therapy type session, like in an occupational therapy setting. So you felt removing her from the classroom was overkill, but we are in committee discussions. I wouldn't remove her from the classroom because she's going to think what she's doing is wrong, and she is just expressing how she feels, maybe love for this teacher, and her way to express it is to give her a kiss. However, it would be like trying to teach her who she can kiss and who she can't. Like maybe some type, depending on her level, I guess, on the spectrum, would be how you would want to address it. So maybe a child needs like pictures, and you can show like a picture of the teacher and a picture of her and how they're supposed to interact with each other, and maybe a picture of her and a picture of her parents, and they are hugging and kissing, or a picture of her and her father or something, and they are hugging and kissing, but her and a teacher are shaking hands or something like that, to where they can kind of understand like it is not okay to hug and kiss your teacher. She uses the word handsome. So there is an there may be an attraction component, but there may also be something where she's seen it somewhere else. So a lot of kids with autism mimic. So they may have seen mom say, "Oh, dad, you're so handsome," and give him a kiss. Or she may have seen it on a movie or TV or something. And so she's relating that to her teacher. "Oh, you're so handsome," and he gives him a kiss, and it's really, she's not attracted to him or anything like that, but it might just be that she's mimicking that. So the pictures might definitely help, but I don't think that removing her from the classroom is a good idea, because it's teaching her that it's wrong to show someone that you love them or care about them, and I don't think that's a good idea. But social boundaries are always hard. And with my son, it's been the opposite. Like he doesn't really like that much affection or hugs or kisses or anything like that. Um, oh, but then you did mention about the innocent love notes. So maybe there is that affection type connection there, which is cute. And she's at that age too of 12 years old, but she needs to know that it's not okay. Or maybe you have to show her that it has to be someone of her age. So maybe, which there's a boundary there as well, but because she's only 12. But maybe pictures showing it's okay to have a crush on a boy the same age as you, but not on someone who is more of a parental figure or of an authority type figure. that's difficult. Garlic soup, you need to give it a try. Yes, garlic soup is amazing. And I absolutely love it, but if you don't like garlic, you probably are not going to love it, but it's going to make you feel a heck of a lot better. Your son is being seen in May for autism testing. Right now, he's seen for behavioral and speech. Next month, we meet special needs preschool. Any questions I should ask at the school meeting? That is a tough one because there are so many questions. I would definitely, I guess the first ones I would focus on is what do they mean by special needs preschool? Is he going to be in a special needs class? Is the entire school special needs? How are they going to accommodate your son depending on his needs? Now with him just starting into preschool, he's not going to have an IEP or a 504 yet, but those might be questions you might want to ask for the future, like how do they address IEPs? How do they handle a 504 if your child doesn't qualify for an IEP? There's a lot of questions, and you might want to write things down and take a huge list of questions with you. Your grandma took garlic tablets every day of her life. Yeah, see, grandmas know best. I'm just going back up through the speech, or through the speech, through the chat because I feel like I missed some things. Thelma says, thanks so much. I so appreciate your real life experience. Thank you. That's what I want to be here for, you know, is to help you guys. I know when I first started on the journey, I was lost. I was really, really lost. And I was able to find a support group here locally that I went to every month, and it was amazing for me. And so I know some people don't have access to that, and so hopefully this chat or this group will eventually become that type of group. And I see Lobster's in the house. Hello, Lobster. How are you? She is 12. Middle school hormones are a fact. Yes, they are. My son is 12. He is in high school. That makes it even more challenging because all of his peers are quite a bit older than him, ranging from 14 to 18, and he's 12. So that's my challenge right now. And I'm whispering because he's like right there. Adam says, well spoken. That does seem complicated. Yes, so far I've found nothing easy. nothing easy about autism. Challenging to say the least, good and bad. But I think the more that we talk about it and the more that we become aware of it and our options and help each other with different things that we have tried in different therapies, you know, it can help to make other people's journeys easier. Gonna go with a social story. Oh, well, I'm glad I could help you. I'm really glad I could help you. Yeah, social stories seem to really help a lot. And I think it's that visual that they don't always necessarily understand when you just communicate it to them, but they actually have to see in pictures. Like, this is okay, this is not okay. And you show it to them in pictures. Okay, Thelma, have a great day. And I'm glad that you were here and I'm glad that I could help. You want to make sure he gets the best school experience and learning tools. Yeah, definitely. And it's good that you've had early intervention, because that's really, really important. I think that it helps a lot, and it's a lot harder if you have that intervention later on in life or as they're older, because it's harder to kind of go back and correct things, whereas you're starting from the beginning early on, which is good. You need to head out too. Okay, no problem, Destiny. Have a happy birthday, and I hope you have fun with your mom. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah, so definitely, you know, ask them in your school, ask them how they will accommodate your son. Maybe find out, once you get that testing done, you'll know more as far as what his needs are. And then you can also ask your therapist if he's doing speech or occupational. You can ask them as well, like, hey, what are some tools that we can implement into the classroom to better help him? Like, for example, a friend of mine has a child with ADHD, and he's in a regular mainstream classroom, but he can't sit still. He cannot sit still at all. He is constantly moving and bouncing and jumping around all over the place, and it's very distracting for the other kids in the classroom. So in his IEP, they wrote in that he's allowed to have one of those like yoga ball chairs at his desk. So what it is just like a giant yoga ball, but it sits on like a chair frame. So he can sit on that, and he can just bounce up and down on the ball, and it's not disturbing anyone because he's not bouncing all over the classroom or like climbing on his desk or whatever it is that he's doing. And being able to sit and bounce on that ball helps him to be able to just focus on his work as well and not move all over the place. So different things like that. Once you find out what your son really needs, then you'll be able to write it into his IEP and then find out how your school will address an IEP, whether they have a monthly meeting or a quarterly meeting, and when you can make changes and what you can and can't add to your IEP. It's a lot. It's a lot. But, you know, I'm here every week, and if you need help with it, just let me know and I'll see what I can do to help you with that, because we've had a lot of IEPs, a lot of different schools, lots of different therapies and things like that, and I can share my own experiences to see if I can help you with that. I'm trying to drink up all this vitamin C right here. Yeah, I feel like sinus infection is coming and I gotta kick it in the butt. Kick it in the butt and make sure I don't get sick. So Let's see, wow, we're already 40 minutes. That's awesome. My dad's texting me again. So it is overwhelming. It really is overwhelming sometimes. But it becomes a routine. And it definitely helps to have people around you that have been through it, and people that can help and support you and kind of guide you in directions, or um, give you some advice. Not necessarily that you have to follow everything or anything that I say at all, but just different advice or suggestions, because every child is different, and every child experiences autism differently, which is why it's called a spectrum. But every child experiences it differently. So suggestions that I'm giving you might not work for your child, but that's kind of part of the process too. Since you're just starting on the journey, it's kind of the process too of learning what helps them and what doesn't. And yeah, it's a challenge, but you can do it. You can do it. And you'll be amazed too at once you find the right thing for them, the right thing that they need, how well they do, and how they succeed and how they flourish. And it is a really big accomplishment on both the parents and the child. So it's really neat to see that. You're packing but listening. No, that's awesome. I'm happy for you that you finally found a house. So that's good. Just one less stress, right? And maybe look around too in your area. Excuse me, that vitamin C gives me hiccups. So look around in your area and see if there are support groups also. So I know when I first started going to the support group that was here, my son didn't have his diagnosis yet. But I still went, and they accepted me, and it wasn't an issue. But it really helped me kind of know what to do and what to ask the doctors and school and stuff like that, before we even really started down that road, before he even got his diagnosis. So we already kind of knew, and so I just looked in my local area and found the group and started going, and it was a huge help. You need a car, Adam. You still need a car? You haven't found one yet, huh? You hate car shopping? I like it. I like car shopping, but I'm very, very picky. I'm picky with my car. Um, the car that I have now, though, I absolutely love. And my husband has wanted to trade it in several times. And I'm like, absolutely not, unless you're going to trade it in for a new one of these. You can't trade it in. I love my car. And it's nothing fancy. It's a van. You want a Honda Pilot with leather interior. I used to want a Pilot. I used to want a Pilot until I found the car that I have now and changed my mind completely. But the Honda Pilot is nice. I really do like that. And it had plenty of room for my family and room for shopping and stuff like that. But the car that I have now is great. So you're specifically looking for a 2017 Honda Pilot with leather interior? Is that what you're specifically looking for? Do you have, oh, you have a 2005 Pilot. Do you have like a CarMax around you? I mean, that's where I've bought my last, I don't know, 3 or 4 cars, I think, is from CarMax, and I love shopping CarMax. Yeah, ask CarMax. Tell them exactly what you want, and they can search other CarMaxes, other CarMax locations, um, to see if they have a Honda Pilot 2017 with leather interior. They can shop around other locations, whether it's out of state or not, and bring it in for you. Um, Usually they charge a fee for that. It's like $500 or something, but they just put it onto the price of the car. But you know, CarMax is pretty amazing, and there's no haggling with the prices, and you can walk in and out of there in a day with your car. And they also have their extended warranty where they take care of all of your maintenance. And I've never had an issue with CarMax, and we've bought multiple cars from them, so that's definitely, that would be a good option. And I don't have to worry, you know, if there's a problem with the car, I have the extended warranties or whatever, because they're all pre-owned cars. So CarMax is good, but a little pricey. Well, see, that's the difference is if you want a bargain, you might not get a warranty with your car. With CarMax, you get a warranty. And yeah, it might be a little bit more pricey, but you're getting a better car, I think. That's just my own opinion. I think you're getting a better car because they do so much, what do they call it? There's a certain thing that they call it, but they check everything before they sell a car, and they don't purchase cars that are less than a certain value because they only want high quality cars on their lot. So they are a little bit more pricey, but I feel you're getting a better car and a warranty. So that's kind of a big difference for me. But, you know, maybe you have a mechanic in the family or somebody that knows how to check out the car or knows how to fix the car, then, you know, a bargain car might be better for you. I don't know. I don't. So yeah, check their inventory, or, you know, call them up and tell them what you're looking for, and they might be able to find one for you at another location. It's just you. Yeah, see, in that case, I would probably go with a CarMax car, just because I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about, like, if something happens, you know, taking it to a mechanic and having like this huge bill. Because I don't know really anything about cars, so I would rather just have a warranty on it and not have to worry about it. They're only about 15 minutes from you. Yeah, so even go down there and take a look to what they have. But again, you know, they could pull a car from another location if you really want one. I know I've done that before. I found a car at another location. It was actually out of state, and I think it was like $499 or something that they charged me to bring it from another state. But I mean, if you're really looking for something specific, then that might be an option. I don't know. And I guess it depends too on how quickly you want it. So if you're willing to wait and keep shopping for a bargain for a specific Honda Pilot, then wait. But if you need it quickly, then maybe CarMax is the way to go, because they might be able to find one for you quicker. But yeah, so that's totally off topic and now talking about cars. but that's okay. It was like this chat doesn't really ever seem to stay on topic. We kind of go all over the place. But I'm okay with that. As long as you guys are okay with that. All right, so I'm about to wrap it up. We've got about 10 minutes or so left. Does anyone have any other questions? Anything really. It could be about essential oils. It could be about autism, IEPs, any other disabilities. Anything? 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 Maybe about, I don't know. I don't know. So I was on Destiny's channel not too long ago, and she had someone on her panel named Jacob Billet. If you haven't done so already, you should definitely check out his channel. He's growing really, really fast. And I've had him analyze my channel several times in his live streams, and he is an amazing wealth of knowledge. He is a businessman with a master's degree in business and marketing, I think he said. But he's pretty amazing when it comes to explaining things that you need to do to help boost your views on your channel, your website, your reseller platforms. He talks about SEO, he talks about the stock market, he talks about so many different things, but his channel is pretty amazing. So if you haven't done so already, definitely check him out, and I'll put the link in the description after this. He has a pretty amazing channel, and he's helped me out quite a bit so far, so I'm excited to see where we go in the future. But also Adam's channel, if you guys are not subscribed to Adam, please go over and do that. If you don't know how to subscribe from the chat, all you do is hover over on the right hand side of a person's name, and you'll see the 3 little dots there. If you click on that, then you'll be able to subscribe to them. Adam has a great channel. He does a lot of interviews with resellers from all over the world, all over the country, and he's a great friend, and so definitely check out Adam's channel. Let's see. Sonny has a pretty amazing channel. That's Las Vegas Thrifts. He's newer to YouTube, but I can see he's going to do really well really quickly. Again, he's a reseller, but he's very friendly, very knowledgeable, and he's got a great channel. Everybody here has a really good channel. I think we all have something different to offer. So Alexis, she's doing well with her channel. Let's see, who else is in here? Have I missed anybody? Thelma Lobster, he's got a great channel. Couple of pickers. Bless This Mess. Do you have a channel? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. Let's see really quick. So I want to give shout outs to everybody that's here in my Bless This Crazy Mess has a channel, and I am a subscriber now, my friends. All right, so yeah, it's definitely yes, Thelma's channel is great if you're interested in jewelry and reselling. Yes, she's pretty amazing. I've been on her channel before, and we've talked about autism. She's a special needs teacher. So yes, please go back through the chat and show love to everybody here in the chat. You know, if they have a channel, definitely subscribe and leave them a message. Show YouTube that you're not just a subscriber, but that you also interact with their content. Because if you just go around and subscribe to a bunch of people, eventually you just fall off. If you're not interacting with their channel, I'm losing my voice now, then they will unsubscribe you. So you have to show activity, or the bots will find you and kick you out. Basically, right? The bots will find you. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Got some things to do, and we've got a fun convention to go to this weekend. It is the Level Up convention. So it is a gaming and cosplay convention, so I'll be taking my son to that. So we've got a few things we're going to run around town and see if we can put together the rest of his cosplay costume and get ready for that this weekend. What else is going on? I think, is it next weekend? I gotta double check on my calendar. I think it's next weekend, or it might be the following weekend. I'll have to double check. But the lingerie convention is going to be here in Vegas. I am going to that. If you follow, or if you guys shop on my website, I've been adding a ton of brand new lingerie for you females out there. Been adding a ton of new lingerie to my site, and so I will be going to that. There's like 2 wholesalers that have invited me to this convention, so I will be going to that one coming up in a couple of weeks. The last convention I went to, yeah, you know, I was going to film and show you that convention, but I decided not to, and I just decided to go with my friend and my son and kind of enjoy ourselves. And I was also conducting business, so I was talking with a lot of people, networking, handing out my business cards, getting business cards, and so I was doing a lot more of that, and I did not film at all. Made a few really great connections and a couple of people that I am going to be working with. Yes, it was very productive. It was very productive. I know exactly what I want and what I'm going to be doing with a couple of the people that I've met there, a couple brands. And so I will be adding a few new brands to my website in the future. Probably not right away, because I am going to be going to need some extra capital. But in the future, definitely. I found 2 wholesalers that I want to work with. So that's pretty great. If you guys are interested in what Adam and I are talking about, it is the Las Vegas Edge. So it was the 2nd year that they were here. They're actually known as the London Edge, but the last 2 years they've been here in Las Vegas, as well as in London. But I did do a video on it last year, if you guys want to go back and look at it. But it's all alternative clothing. So they've got everything from like punk and goth to like rave wear, dance wear, and then the stuff that I'm really into is like the retro and the reproduction vintage. So it was a lot of fun. There's so much to see, and then I got to really touch and feel all the fabrics and the different styles in the clothing, and I found 2 wholesalers that I really want to work with, that I think their their brands are definitely going to fit with my style and the things that I like. They're building a new 21-story hotel near the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Maybe. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up with all the construction in Las Vegas. It's always something somewhere, everywhere. Las Vegas is always under construction. They're always tearing something down and putting something new up. So close to the Las Vegas sign. Who's over there? I'm trying to think what's over there. There's a timeshare over there. What else is down there? They need more rooms with the Raiders Stadium. Well, aren't they building like that new giant Raiders hotel or something right behind the stadium? I thought they were going to do that. I don't know. Personally, well, I don't know if I should say this or not, but personally, I don't want the Raiders here. But it's not my decision. It's going to be interesting too to see how they're going to manage parking at the stadium. There is no parking at the stadium. So it's going to be kind of like a Disneyland situation, I guess, where you're going to have to park way down, or I think it's way up, actually, way up north. And then they're going to bus you from the parking lot into the stadium. So that's going to be interesting. Because, yeah, no tailgating. Which I don't know how people are going to handle that. Might be a good thing, because I know Raiders fans can get a bit rowdy, and so I don't know if that's going to be good or bad with the no tailgating thing, but we'll see how that, I don't know, we're going to see how that goes. And then how are they going to manage to do that? That many people, like how many people fit into a stadium? What, 150,000? I don't know exactly. A lot. And can you imagine like busing them back and forth to a parking lot? Like how long does that take? And what is the traffic going to be like during football games? I don't know. It just seems like a logistical disaster. But we'll see what happens. 60,000, even still, that's a ridiculous number of people that have to go back and forth up and down the Las Vegas Strip to get to a football game. Yeah, that's going to be a nightmare. I don't know how that's going to work out, but hopefully they have it figured out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Of course, that might be another one of those Las Vegas things where they're like, oh, that didn't work out very well, and then they rip it all down, start over again. That happens a lot here. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys go unless you have any last-minute questions. But we're about at that 1 hour, and I do have stuff I got to get done today. So what is that? Okay. So back here again next week. Let's do the same time, 9:30, because this time seems to work out the best for me and for everyone else. I seem to have a lot more people that are able to pop in at this time. When I was a little bit earlier, we had very few people coming into the chat, and I think that's because there are a few other people on that are live streaming at 9, so I think 9:30 works better. But we'll be back here next week at the same time, and on Thursday, 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys for being here. Yes, I will say hello to him. Thank you, Adam. So thank you all for being here. And if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscription bell or subscription button, and then the little bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video or when I go live. And hit the blue thumbs up on the way out. Let me know that you guys are enjoying my videos. And I will see you guys here next week if I don't see you sooner. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you later. Bye.